This meditation is offered to you freely as a gift and a small act of service. If it brings you peace or helps you return to yourself and you feel called to support this work, you're welcome to leave a donation in an online tipping jar. You'll find the link below in the description. If you'd like to receive these meditations each day, you can join me on Patreon, where I share daily recordings to help you live with presence and quiet strength. And if you feel drawn to deeper reflection, my daily letters, Heart Truths with Love, are available now on Substack. You can begin a free trial today and receive my words in your inbox each day. All the links you need are in the description to this video or the show notes of the podcast. Thank you so much for being here, and let's begin. Welcome, dear friend, dear meditator. Today, we will share a guided meditation to help you remember a simple, liberating truth. You are not your thoughts. This is a practice of transcendence, a way to step back, to witness, and to rediscover the freedom that lives beyond the stories your mind tells you. Take a moment to arrive. Let the pace of your day begin to soften. You don't need to carry everything here. You don't need to solve anything. Sit comfortably or lie down, whatever feels natural. Allow your body to grow heavy. Allow your breath to slow and deepen. Gently close your eyes. If you are new to Transcendence meditation, you don't have to worry about getting it right. There is no right. This practice isn't about stopping thoughts or forcing stillness. It's about remembering that who you are is much wider, much quieter, much more spacious than whatever happens in your mind. I want to spend a little time exploring this idea together while you settle in and get prepared for this meditation experience. And the idea is this: you are not your thoughts. It sounds simple, but for most of us it's not how we live. We hear a thought and we believe it instantly. We assume it is true, important, or worth obeying. We build identities around thoughts, stories of not enough, stories of failure, stories of who we should be. But a thought is just an appearance, like a cloud moving across the sky. It has no weight unless you reach up and grab hold of it. When you remember you are the sky, not the cloud, you create space. Space to witness without clinging, space to respond rather than react, space to experience life as it is, not as your mind insists it must be. This is why Transcendence meditation is such a powerful practice. It doesn't ask you to battle your thoughts. It doesn't ask you to erase them. It invites you to sit behind them, to rest in the awareness that is always watching. That is where your freedom lives. If you resonate with these reflections, I share daily messages on my Substack called Heart Truths with Love. Short reminders to help you stay anchored in what is real. You'll find the link in the description if you're interested. And now I think we're ready for the meditation. Please take a nice slow breath in through the nose. Hold it and let it go through the mouth. Again, breathe in, feeling your ribs expand, and exhale slowly, feeling the body soften. One more time, in and out, emptying what no longer serves you. Before we begin, dedicate this practice to someone, a loved one, someone you've lost, someone you're struggling with, or maybe even yourself. Hold them gently in your heart and let this meditation be an offering maybe. Today, we will use a simple neutral sound as our anchor. This sound is not a mantra tied to any belief, tradition, practice, religion. It asks nothing of you. It simply gives your awareness a place to rest. And so when you hear the sound, let it sit lightly in the center of your intention, like a candle in a quiet room. And as you listen, thoughts will come. They may be memories, plans, judgments, ambitions, or questions. And you don't need to judge these thoughts. You don't need to push them away. You don't need to believe them. Thinking is what the mind does. It's not a failure. It is simple activity. When you notice you have drifted into thinking, pause for a moment, acknowledge the thought without resistance, and then gently, without effort, return to the sound. Place it back on the center stage of your inner space, like setting something familiar back in your hands. This is the practice, witnessing rather than believing, returning rather than resisting. Each time you come back to the sound, you strengthen the understanding. I am not my thoughts. I am the awareness that sees them. I will begin the sound now. Rest in it. Return to it as many times as you need. And when the sound fades, stay in the silence. Let the quiet expand inside you. When you're ready, begin to return Feel your breath in your belly. Feel the weight of your body on the ground. Wiggle your fingers and toes gently. Whenever it feels right, open your eyes. Remember this. Thoughts will come and go. They are not you. You are the awareness that notices them. You are the sky, open, steady, unbroken by passing clouds. If you'd like to carry this reflection into your daily day, consider this question or this journaling prompt. Which thoughts do I automatically believe? What might happen if I simply watched them instead? You can write about this or simply hold it gently in your awareness today. And before you leave, I want to share a few ways to keep going if you feel called. I have a free course called Beyond Meditation, Living a Transcendent Life. It will help you bring this understanding into every part of your life. The link is in the description. If you'd like more guided meditations for letting go, witnessing thoughts, and inner peace, I share them daily now, again, on Patreon. My Substack, Hard Truths with Love, offers daily letters about freedom, surrender, love, remembering what matters. And all of my courses are now $50 because I want these practices to be accessible to anyone, anywhere. And if you'd like to care for your body as well as your mind, you can explore IM8 Health. They create science-based supplements to support focus, energy, and well-being, and you can get 10% off your first order using the link below or the code Raphael, RAPHAEL, at checkout. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for your willingness to sit in stillness, and thank you so much for trusting yourself to look beyond your thoughts. I'll see you soon, and until then, be gentle with yourself. Remember, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who sees.